Hi and welcome to TMG Movie Reviews. I'm Rick and today I'm going to be reviewing Jurassic World. Now the first question is obviously, is this as good as Jurassic Park? No, nothing's gonna be. Jurassic Park, when it first came out in 1993, it was revolutionary, the sort of visual effects, and not only do them visual effects still stand up to this day, no movie's going to live up to that because it's also got that nostalgia factor. I remember watching this in the cinemas as a kid, and it was the first ever time you sort of seen like dinosaurs sort of come to life. So is this a good movie? Yeah, it is. I mean, this is the sequel that we've been waiting for since the first Jurassic Park. It's not perfect, but it's so much better than what we've had before. What I was looking for was just sort of a good story in that world again, because we didn't really get that from the other two sequels. They were just more sort of cash-ins, and also just they felt like more monster movies. So the characters in this movie, we have Chris Pratt. As you've probably seen from the trailer, he's like this raptor whisperer. He sort of seems to have them under control. And that sort of, when I seen the trailer I thought, that's a bit sort of weird, they're just ripping to bits. When you actually watch the movie and you see he's not like he's completely safe and he just clicks his fingers and they do his bidding. There's this relationship there and there's this sort of mutual respect between them. I think they actually handled that really well. He seems to get all the best lines and he's definitely just one of the coolest characters in the movie. Then we have the character of Bryce Dallas Howard, and she's like this really uptight sort of workaholic who's like second in command of running the park. And her nephews have sort of come to the island on a trip and she's meant to be taking care of them, but she's too busy doing all these other things. The two nephews are played by Nick Robinson. He's the sort of older one, he's like a teenager, he's more interested in girls than sort of the park, he doesn't really have much interest in it. And Simpkins, he's really likeable, he's the like younger brother, he's really into the dinosaurs, sort of really is enjoying the park, wants to spend time with his brother who seems to have little to no interest in that. Jake Johnson's in this movie, who plays Nick on New Girl, and he's really good. He's sort of the comic relief character. He's actually wearing an original Jurassic Park t-shirt, like the first movie. For me personally, some of the best moments of the film was the sort of callbacks to the first Jurassic Park, where they're sort of rooting around this abandoned area and you're like, where is this at first? And then you realise like, oh, it's the main room from the first movie where the banner falls down at the end of the movie and the T-Rex is stood there. And then they go on to sort of find little things like the Jeeps from the first movie and the night vision goggles. And yeah, I just really liked all the sort of like the nostalgia of that and just like the callbacks to the first movie. One of the things that I was really worried about going into this movie from the trailer, you sort of know that they're working with like cross genetics and they're combining two dinosaurs, because dinosaurs aren't scary enough, obviously you have to start combining them. If you were to come face to face with a T-Rex or a Velociraptor, I can't think of anything more terrifying. You don't really need to start sort of mixing them together, and no, it doesn't need to be done. But we knew we were going to get that, we've seen that in the trailer, and they didn't do a terrible job of it. I mean, it wasn't this like really terrible monster mashup where you're just like, no. I actually thought they did it quite well. Would I have preferred it not to be in there? Possibly. So this movie kind of has two villains. Obviously you've got the dinosaur villain, which is the Indominus Rex, and it did give sort of everyone an enemy that they could all sort of focus on and combine against to fight together. The other villain that you have is played by Vincent D'Onofrio, who recently played Kingpin in the Netflix Daredevil series. He's really unlikable, and you basically spend the whole movie wanting him to get eaten by a dinosaur. That's his role. Yeah, in that way he's very similar to sort of Dennis Nerdy's character. He's just that guy who just want to like, I don't want dinosaurs to kill anyone but him. I want them to get him. This time round you obviously don't have John Hammond's character. So the current park owner is a guy called Masrani. But he's actually quite a likeable character too, just like John Hammond was. And he sort of suffers from the same flaws as well, whereas like he wants bigger, better, more exciting, he wants people to have fun. And that all sort of goes berserk and comes back to bite him later on. So this movie is good. I mean, it's definitely worth seeing. If you're a fan of the first Jurassic Park, definitely check it out. I hope they don't make another sequel anytime soon. Hopefully it'll be like the same gap as this one from the first one. I think in another 20 years we could have another good Jurassic Park film. But it's just not the sort of franchise where you need to keep going back to. So I give this movie a 4. Way better than the two sequels. But I'd love to hear what you thought of it, so let me know in the comments below. And until next time, thanks for watching.